This is the first time I'm going to say no to busting a box.
The first time Josh says no.
It was hard for me to even say yes to the 2 today. Nah, it's fine.
2. That's out of the way.
I guess welcome back.
Welcome back to Battle of Wits
It's
in
been a while.
high definition.
And in global catastrophe.
Yeah, cue the music. It's the end of the world as we know it, I suppose. Alright, so not to make too much light, because obviously, people are actually being affected. We're doing our best to stay distant as we can. We're attached at the hip. So we're back with another episode of Battle of Wits, and a lot of things have happened in the Magic world since we have been here. So I guess we'll call this Season 2 of Battle of Wits.
Sure.
And some recent events. Morrow released some spoilers on Tumblr.
Yeah, some hints at what is going to be in Ikoria.
The Layer of Behemoths, they call it. And he said that they're going to be finishing a cycle of cards that we've been asking for over 10 years or something like that.
Yeah, so...
And at first, we kind of like had a huge brainstorm session yesterday. There were like 12 of us here, and we were all just kind of like throwing ideas out.
Of what it could be.
And then I came out with... Drumroll.
No, it was Bash.
It was not Bash.
Yes, it was.
It was not Bash.
It was Bash.
No, it was not Bash.
Alright.
Was it Bash?
It was Bash.
I think Bash and I kind of like came upon it together.
No, I think Bash said it first.
Or maybe Bash said it first. Whatever. Shoutouts to Bash, who came up with the idea, and nobody else had any credit whatsoever, even though he tweeted it. You commented on Facebook
Hell
like it was
yeah,
your
I did.
idea. We're all clout stealers.
I'm just
We're all
passing
stealing
along
clout.
the information
Layers.
that we had assessed.
Layers. We believe that layer lands potentially could be the cycle that's finished or reprinted.
It makes sense. It's in the name of the set.
And it never got finished. So
it never got finished. They're good tricolor lands that people have liked.
for those of you who don't know, in Plane Shift, there were 5 lands that were printed for each of the 5 dragons, and that is Rith, Daragaz,
Trosis, Treva, and one other that I can't remember.
And one other, and they were 5 out of the 10 tribes.
Darigaz.
I got Darigaz. Darigaz, Rith, Treva, Crosis, and there's one more. But anyway, so they're lands that have the super type is land, the type is layer, so they have a keyword.
Yes.
When they enter the battlefield, you return an untapped non-layer land to your hand, I believe.
It's just a non-layer.
It's just a non-layer land.
Yeah.
It can be tapped.
Yep.
And it comes into play untapped, and it taps for one of 3 colors. So they
respectively of the dragon it's from.
Right, and so those were the shards. Those were the shards. So it was Grixis, Bant, etc.
Esper. So we should hopefully be getting the shards or the wedges next,
which are the tribes from Tarkir. So we'll be getting Sultai, Temur,
Abzan, so on and so forth.
You get the idea. And in a set called Layer of Behemoths, it would be appropriate if they used a card with the word layer in it. These may be the layers of 5 very large behemoths.
There's also a ton
dragons.
of other cycles they could finish. They could do the fast land cycle, reprint that.
But I feel like he specifically
it's
means like
one that
a
hasn't
cycle
been
that
finished.
hasn't been.
Yeah. So
also,
we mentioned the Tainted Lands.
Yep.
What else?
The Tainted Lands they'll never do again.
Probably not, but yeah.
Also, we're getting our 7th egg.
Yep.
And if you don't know, eggs are bad in Magic unless it is the archetype instead of the actual card type. And then we are also getting foreshadow counters.
Yep, for 12 different kinds of counters in the set, he was
13
saying.
including
13,
loyalty
yes,
counters.
with loyalty. Some people were speculating it might be keyword counters that showed up in unsanctioned or unstable it was, where like a creature had a flying counter on it so it was able to have flying. So that's kind of what people are speculating some of the things might be there.
Or maybe they're going to do land tokens or land counters or something like that.
That would be nice, yeah. They've mentioned that before.
There's a lot of different things that they could do here.
What else was on that list? Jeez, hold on. I have the list on my phone. Let me bring it up real quick just so we are topical and on point here. So we got a card with the text 4 or more times this game. That'll be pretty interesting. I don't know what that could be, like drawing 4 or more cards this game. Who knows, playing 4 or more lands or casting it 4 or more times. A card with the total text, total power 10 or less.
Wins the game.
Yeah, probably. They usually do total power over 10, you know, or like 8 with like Sirach and stuff like that.
Yeah, formidable
and, like,
was the
was
thing.
it ferocious and formidable?
Yeah.
Magic's
aggressive
largest
card.
power and toughness granting aura. Eldrazi Conscription gives +10/+10.
I'm seeing a 12/12. I'm seeing 12/12 happen.
What do you think? I think it's gonna be a 20/20.
I think it's gonna be 12/12 for 12.
I think it's gonna be a flat +20/20.
You think so?
Yeah. It should be something like they did with Prodigious Growth.
But then, like,
Storm
Storm Herald gets so much filthier.
That'll be fun.
So Storm Herald, yeah, because it's just like discard outlet, Storm Herald, eat
Storm Herald's a neat card.
die.
It
Just
could be very, very
thud.
interesting.
Here's a fling, because fling is in the standard too. Yo, all right, I'm playing standard now. My favorite cards are in standard, and now I can just do Storm Herald fling. I'm in. Sign me up.
We also have a card with the text. X is the number of times this creature has mutated. So mutation is going to be a new ability of some sort.
They've been doing stuff like that for a long time.
Yeah.
We've had Monstrosity from Theros.
Yeah.
We've had
It's like evolve and stuff,
Evolve,
like meld, adapt. You know, the whatever the thing. What was it?
Emerge.
The thing in Unstable that they did where you could like put the two halves
meld.
of different cards together.
It was meld.
That was meld. Okay,
that was meld.
yeah. So you could have like a weird form of meld like that with mutations, maybe combining cards. Who knows?
I want a Colossus Commander, so I can have a Shadow of the Colossus deck. That's all I want.
Just like giants.
Yeah, just give me
You have all the giants.
give me a
colors, the
give me a
Titans.
5-color Colossus.
Boom.
Give me a 5-color Colossus, because
More
everybody
fun.
knows that I can only play decks
More
that have
fun.
bad mana bases.
Yeah. So we also get Magic's 3rd and 4th card with 0 is even reminder text. So the only other cards I know that is
Void Winnower.
What? Void Winnower. And what's the other one?
I believe Ashling's Prerogative. Ashling's Prerogative is creature choose evens or odds. Whichever one you choose, those creatures come into play. Creatures with that CMC come into play with haste. Creatures without it.
Yep, that is the 0 is even.
tapped.
Yep.
Boom.
You're
Yes.
right, you're right.
I know bad cards in Magic. Ashling's Prerogative is okay. It's dependent on the situation. It's situational. It's casual.
Anyway, 3 cards with the text different names. 12, 13 corrected different types of counters. A card that says choose a kind of counter at random. So that's another reason why people are kind of thinking the keyword thing might be a thing, but who knows. Could just be a card that's like, hey, you win the game if you have one of each counter on it. Some BS. Card with the text, remove 8 foreshadow counters. I think you mentioned that before, right? What do we think that's going to be? Do we think it's going to be something like suspend?
I think it's going to be something like I think it's going to be similar to. It's going to be a midpoint between adventure and suspend, because the problem with suspend cards is that there are like 5 or 6 cards that manipulate time counters one way or another. So they were hard to interact with. And the problem with adventure cards is that if you don't counter the adventure, they're just in a zone that you can't interact with. So I believe that any card that they print with foreshadow counters is going to solve the problems of adventure and suspend by allowing you to interact with it way more. That's me looking over the horizon. That's my fortune telling.
I'm trying to think, because like adventure, to go on an adventure, it goes off to the exile and gives you an effect, and then it can come back from the adventure later, right?
Yeah. Foreshadowing is probably it's still in your hand. It still counts as being in your hand, maybe. That'd be interesting, because like they've played with that mechanic with Masterful Ninja.
And like Arcane is kind of that too.
Yeah, Arcane is a lot.
So to
like,
foreshadow about something is to what? To hint at something that's to come?
Yeah. To foreshadow is absolutely to kind of. It's less hint, and sometimes it's pretty
telling you,
heavy-handed.
what's to come. So I wonder if they're going to be like.
Because that's what Tetzlamoc did.
I wonder if they're going to be like game-ending things, just like huge effects. That's like.
Yeah, it's foreshadowing a climax. I mean, Tetzlamoc, the Black Dinosaur from Ixalan. He kind of had a foreshadow effect. You pay a black, reveal him, and you put a prey counter on it. And then it only came into effect when he hit the field. So I feel like, maybe foreshadow counters.
So maybe it'll be like, so maybe it's just an effect that's like out there or like an enchantment or something, and it's like if you do this, you know, X happens or something after Y amount of turns or whatever.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying is I really think that these foreshadowing counters are going to be something that are easily interactable, because though Magic,
especially if there's a lot of them, like 8, you know, 8 counters on something. If they're not 1/1 counters or loyalty counters, they're usually interactable.
Right, and so, you know, I found that Wizards is often looking to provide more interaction without slowing the game down too much.
Yeah.
They don't want games to take 3 hours, but they also want you to be able to not feel like you're just going to get steamrolled if a card hits the field. Shoutouts to Oko. Yeah.
Oko was fine.
What?
Oko was fine.
Oko was... Listen, as pretty as he is, he does not get away with like the things that he did
Straight
in
face.
every format
Oko was
he's
fine.
allowed in. He
Oko
ruined
is so
Standard,
fine.
he ruined Modern, he damn near ruined Legacy. He's legal in Vintage and Commander. And still Legacy for now, right?
People act like there was only one deck when Oko was around. There wasn't.
There
was like
wasn't.
6 decks.
Yeah, and
Which
4 of
is
them
about-
involved Oko.
Yeah, which is what it's like now. It's fine.
Wasn't Burns sideboarding Oko for the memes?
Look at every deck now. They're all just variants of Nissa who shakes the world.
By the way, we have the stained glass one. Hit us up if you need one.
Yeah, please. So, the other thing about Ikoria, fun creature types we have. Dinosaur Turtle. Shark Beast. Demon Kraken.
that Elemental
Merit Lage.
Otter.
Elemental Otter.
That's the best one.
Hellion Horror.
That better be legendary.
And Brushwags are coming back. And in a standard legal set,
We're getting squirrels.
Nightmare Squirrel.
Specifically a Nightmare Squirrel.
So
I
who
believe
knows?
that more squirrels are going to appear. Besides just the Nightmare Squirrel, I believe that.
How
Nightmare
much do you
Squirrel-
want to bet that big beast that's on the cover of Ikoria is a squirrel? It's like a squirrel beast or something.
I'm not much of a betting man, but you're on.
Alright.
So I think that I mean, wasn't there a Nightmare Squirrel in Unsanctioned?
Probably.
Yeah, I think that they printed the Black Legendary Squirrel.
Probably.
Yeah, it's silverboard. It doesn't care. No one cares.
Yeah.
The lands were great.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you know, that's all we have for Ikoria. Also, I don't know if you all know this, but pre-releases they're saying are just grab and go. There will not be a sit-down tournament. So Wizards once again ruined our allocation. We've had like tremendously large pre-releases. Like we're kind of like notorious for having very, very big, like almost IQ-sized pre-releases.
Bigger.
Um,
IQs are small.
And I don't know what happened. There was some sort of glitch in the system with the one that didn't properly report. We never got a message.
I think
for
this
it.
one is because they take the average over the past couple, so they're still seeing from wherever that drop-off was.
Yeah,
whack.
but anyway, so it was a technical error on their part, and they can't do anything about it, even though they're the ones with the power.
So we'll be getting, what, 54 kits?
Yeah, listen, WotC,
Make sure you
Wizards,
buy.
Hasbro, if you are listening, we are your lifeblood. LGSs are your lifeblood. For you players, you know, who are getting more into Arena, getting more into Moto, all that sort of thing, that's great. Consume Magic however you wish. But I'm letting you know that without LGSs to, you know, perpetuate that motion to keep new players coming back, to get new players interested, without us being here to be on the front lines, teaching people Magic, helping build decks, supplying cards, and all of the things that come with that, and building the communities behind that. Without that, there wouldn't be Magic. So Hasbro, WotC, Wizards, whoever's listening, stop putting your foot on the throat of LGSs and wondering why we can't breathe. That's all. That's my
Your
serious rant.
Have fun.
That's my vent.
I mean, like, look at Hearthstone. Nobody likes Hearthstone. Nobody really likes Hearthstone.
Hearthstone's
They play
a
it
completely
because
different
they get
business model.
banned from Magic.
Exactly. Poker too. No, I'm kidding.
It's happened quite a lot.
But you know, and those are different business models. I know that they can't recognize the secondary market, but like if you're saying that your game is disposable, then that's like even worse. You're creating massive amounts of waste at that point. But
Yeah.
anyway, enjoy Magic in whatever way you see fit. That message is not criticizing the players whatsoever. It is criticizing the company that is making more and more
Yes.
restrictive business decisions, and you know, providing.
Segregating the stores.
Yeah.
Like, come on, we got rid of segregation so long ago. Don't do that shit again. Ugh. premium. Ridiculous.
That and just like pitting players against the LGSs with things like Secret Layer, and they're like, oh, premium stores will get one Secret Layer. And now they're saying the new Secret Layers we may be able to get available. But, like, I get it. You want to make your money. You make your money. You know, it's a capitalist country, I guess. There's nothing that, like, two people can do about it without guillotines. But we do the best that we can. And we, we just keep the thing going. We keep the community alive. So, remember us.
Even throughout coronavirus.
Especially through coronavirus. We've been making everybody who walks through the door wash their hands. You know, everybody's been really great about it. Nobody's really given us an issue.
Then we'll be closing.
Yeah, we're going to be closed come this Sunday, the 20-something, if.
Yes.
Today's the 19th, 20th, 21st, 22nd. Sunday's the 22nd, 23rd. I don't know. I don't have a calendar in front of me. Whatever. This coming Sunday, we will be closed to the public, but we'll be available online. You can find us on Facebook, Haven for Heroes, on Instagram, at Haven for Heroes, on Twitter, at Haven for Heroes.
eBay, at Haven for Heroes, TCG Player, at Haven for Heroes.
We're all over the place. And we're on your YouTube, on your TV, in your phone, stealing your goods, selling them on the internet.
Don't say that. That's illegal.
I mean, you're right. Yeah, that's wrong.
Video,
that's
please.
not okay. I did that in one of the earlier videos.
You shouldn't do that. It's illegal.
Yeah.
It's horribly illegal.
Too busy. Never
Especially
mind.
with what you're.
We're not telling them.
Don't put any of that in there, please. Seriously.
But anyway, so we're on social media.
Don't
on every
illegal stuff in the videos.
We're on all of the social medias. So find us. Or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
3436 Front Street.
Port Jervis, New York.
Haven for Heroes.
12771. You know the vibes. We're out.
The champ can floss and dab at the same time.
Yes, he can. He's got two pairs of arms.